Hey, it's Jared. Occasionally, I like to share my experience with some tools that I've been using in my everyday life, and I'm going to share with you my experience using SaneBox. SaneBox connects to your Gmail account to take control of it and better manage your email. How many emails do you get in your inbox every day when you wake up and throughout the day? If you're like me, you get a ton. My email addresses, a lot of them are out there public. I have a personal Gmail account, and I also have two Google Workspace accounts. The Google Workspace accounts are essentially Gmail, but for business. And I get hundreds of emails every single day. I need to then go through those emails and make sure that some of them aren't important. Sometimes I unsubscribe to emails that I got subscribed to somehow, but it can be a cumbersome process that takes a bit of time. SaneBox helps sort all of that and automate that process so that you could spend less time getting stuck in the mud with your email, find the things that are truly important, and then go back and review those other emails later, perhaps even put them into the black hole, never to be seen and heard from again. So here's SaneBox. They eliminate inbox clutter with SaneBox AI. I actually have used SaneBox before, but it was early on SaneBox days, and while it was cool, it didn't seem to perform enough functionality for me to want to pay for it ongoing. But with SaneBox AI and its ability to learn and also create custom rules that it then also learns from, it's become an awesome tool. And I've got a link down in the description below. You can click there, go over to SaneBox, get a extended free trial and check it out for yourself. You just simply try now for free. It's going to connect you to your Gmail account, or it's going to connect SaneBox to your Gmail account really quickly. And then you're going to see some labels over on the left-hand side. Now, by default, you'll get Sane News, Sane Later, and Sane Black Hole. Sane Black Hole is where you send emails that you never want to be heard from again. How many times have you marked an email as spam only to see more emails from that sender in the future? If you put it in the Sane Black Hole, it goes in the black hole, and it's a smart tool that will identify whether it's the same sender, maybe with a different email address or whatnot. It will move it there, and it works pretty well. I tend to, when I see things go into the Sane Black Hole, I end up deleting them after either unsubscribing or just figuring out why I continue to get email from that particular person or company. So Sane Black Hole, super useful. Sane News is where all of your newsletters would go. So all of the email marketing, all the newsletters and all that stuff go into that folder. And it's really good at identifying what needs to go in that folder. That ends up being the biggest folder for me by the end of the day. Everything goes into Sane News, and then I can unsubscribe or I can browse through them to see if anything's interesting. I could just delete all of them. It's very easy for me to manage all of that kind of bulk email that I end up getting throughout the day. Now, Sane Later is where everything goes that I'm going to need to pay attention to that day. And that's the folder that seems to be growing in intelligence fast. As I interact with different people, I get emails and I need to respond to them. They go into that box. I respond, and then it learns that, okay, I need to respond. I'm actually responding to those people, and it puts future emails in that folder so that I can easily access them. So I know that throughout the day, maybe 4 or 5 times a day, I'm going to check my email. I just go into the Sane Later folder and I check out what's in there, see what I need to reply to, and I don't get bogged down with all of the emails that are now sitting in Sane News. Now, you can see I also have some additional folders over here on the left-hand side. Next week, no replies, receipts, and Sane Tomorrow. These are smart folders that once I move email into those folders, Sane AI learns what those emails are, what type of emails those are, and then it starts to move emails similar to them into those folders. So for example, Sane Receipts, anything that's like an invoice or a receipt that I got because of an online purchase or whatnot, I want all of those just to automatically go into that folder. And as I've dragged invoices, receipts, different things like that into that folder, it's continued to get smarter and smarter. So now I can save all of those and I don't have to manually go and move them. I can move emails into Sane Next Week, and then I'm going to get a notification when it is next week so that I know what emails I need to pay attention to. There's so many different folders and options that you can configure. Let's go ahead and look at the SaneBox dashboard. As you can see here, I'm going to get a digest every day at 2 p.m. So at the time I'm recording this, about 30 minutes from from now, I'm going to get a digest that kind of gives me how many emails are in each of those boxes and things that I need to pay attention to. You could set that to any custom time during the day. You can set a do not disturb, which is going to go ahead and allow you to schedule times in which you don't get disturbed from your email. Of course, you can do that in Gmail, but I find this to be much more useful because it's so customizable. I can add, starting now, add just once, daily, weekends, weekly. So if every day during lunch, so 12 p.m. to 1 p.m., I don't want to get notified, I don't want any email noise, nonsense, or anything, I can choose add daily. You could say start time at like 12 p.m. and then end time at 1 p.m. and then hit add rule. And then of course, while do not disturb is active, new inbox emails are moved to sane do not disturb. And then when I get back at 1 o'clock, I could go into do not disturb and check out all the emails that I got during that time. Under folders is where you create all of the different potential folders that can be used. You can see that we've got our Sane Later box, our Sane News. These are defaults, and I can also come in and configure some settings for them. I could tell it what to do with any emails that I've been CC'd on. We've got the Sane Black Hole, and I have checked mark emails as read when moved here. Sane Receipts, I don't necessarily need to see those as new. I could just mark them as read when they're moved there as well. We then have the ability to create custom folders, which is what I did for the Sane Receipts here. So just looking at this, here you could see the folder status is enabled. And so this folder, without any of these additional settings enabled, will work by remembering what email has been added to that folder. And when I get another invoice or another receipt from that sender, rather than leaving it in my inbox, it will move it into my Sane Receipts folder. There's also a handful of power tools here, such as Sane Not Spam, Sane No Replies, Sane Screener, Sane To Do, reminders, and attachments. And Sane To Do is really neat. I'm not currently using TickTick or Todoist, but I have used Todoist quite a bit in the past. And Sane To Do could automate the creation of tasks when you get emails from specific senders. This makes sure that you absolutely will not forget replying to certain emails because you can automate that process. It's really cool. You can then also snooze folders for a period of time. And then there's a handful of ways to do cleanup and add smart filtering and domain filters. There's so many tools that are available in SaneBox. I'm only using a fraction of them. So just in the last moment that I've been recording this video, I have a couple of emails that automatically got dropped into Sane News and Sane Later. If we go look at Sane News, you can see I got a notification that I have a new subscriber to my Substack, and so that's cool. I don't need to keep that. I can go ahead and delete it. And under Sane Later, I have something that actually is not a email that I need to have in here. So I could just go ahead and click and drag it into Sane News because that's more of a newsletter update. So I can click it, drag it into Sane News. I can then read it and just leave it here. I can delete it if I don't need it anymore, but simply moving the emails around in between these different boxes trains Sane AI so that it better understands where to put your emails next time. Now consider the amount of time I spend in email throughout a month. It's certainly worth, for me, $8.25 to be able to connect SaneBox to 2 of my email accounts and at least use 6 of the power features that are available. That's the main way that they charge, is the lower plan. You can choose from 2 power features, the middle plan 6, and then the highest plan here gives you access to all of those features, but it is substantially more expensive. So for me, this plan is great, and at $8.25 per month, it definitely saves me $8.25 per month in time and frustration and irritation from having to deal with email every day. So if your email has become a pain, definitely check out the link in the description below to SaneBox, and let me know in the comment section below what your favorite SaneBox feature is, or perhaps you've created your own custom one. I'm always looking for better ways to manage my inbox, so share that with me down in the comment section. Thanks for checking out this video. We'll see you in the next one.